Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth. It's been a while since the last episode. Well, the last episode that went out was episode 9 on October 4th, 2015. It is May 27th, 2016, if it tells you anything. Last version I played was Alpha 10. We're up to Alpha 16 right now. There's quite a bit of changes. I've been kind of playing here and there since the last episode, just kind of trying to keep up. Combat's been modified. There's been a lot of changes to building. A lot of new professions been changed. There's enemies in the game that are interesting. I think we saw some of that at the end of the last episode I put out. I don't 100% remember on that one. Let's see, what else? A lot of bug fixes, of course. Let's see, what are some of the known issues that are in this list right now? If you're loading save from previous level, you may receive an error message that basic shield doesn't exist. Okay. And footman wearing heavy armor cannot normally wear it. It's a loophole, but they will still have it on. Okay. Understood. So I'm kind of going into this kind of blind. On what some of the more changes are. The last time I actually played was briefly in Alpha 15, but the last one I actually played to any extent was Alpha 14, so there's been a couple versions since I last played this to any extent. One of the new changes they did was this whole thing here. I actually like this. This is a story of a brave band of settlers from the Ascendancy. This is the default one that we've seen before and worked with. Rayo's children, the people of the desert, learned early that to survive they needed each other and preferably as many others as they could reach. Now visitors find them generous hosts with access to goods from all over the world. And what does it say about the Ascendancy? Earnest and hard-working, loyal, and well-rounded citizens of the Ascendancy chop, build, and farm, confident that the known world is theirs to inhabit. Let's go with Rayo's Children, only because I have never played with Rayo's Children before. I've always gone with the Ascendancy. A society of charming, wily traders seeking new lands and eventually set off to the desert, which is a new biome, and temperate, which is one we've always been playing around with. We're gonna go with desert. What does it say? Dry and sandy with chunky hills and sparse vegetation, default home of Rayo's Children. And temperate's the default home of the Ascendancy. So, we are setting off to the desert of Del Mum, and the rest of the text is kind of behind there. I can't see it, unfortunately. What do we have here? Oh, difficulty. Oh, they added a new one. They recently added normal, the last I knew. I did not know they added hard. We are going to be going with normal. A location that is sure to be an inspiring place to start anew. Okay. So the difficulty? It is. Does this say something different? A tranquil place to start new. Oh! Oh, this portrait over here changes. A daunting place. Interesting. Okay. And this is the new citizens thing, so we get to roll citizens as many times as we want. We also start with 150 gold, so we can start with some items here. I'm not sure how good the desert will be for farming, but we'll get it. What does the herbalist have? Heals units with crafted balms and bandages. Interesting. So the items we pick on the side are the ones that we were going to be starting with, by the way. Let's see if we can't roll maybe some better stats on these guys. I want the health to at least be a 3 on all of these guys. What does spirit again? Faith in other people, high spirit, and everything will easily befriend animals and stand strong against enemies. Influences courage, willpower, and compassion. Mind stat allows the herdling to excel in complex mental activities such as crafting, influences diligence, curiosity, and inventiveness. Okay. And the heart, I know it modifies their health, but what does it do? We'll move a bit faster, attack harder, and live longer. Okay. Let's try a roll again. Don't like those stats overall. Again, I would like to have everyone have at least a 3. I'm not too worried about their names, so I think we can change it. We can change our names if we so desired, but More looking for rounded stats for these guys. No one's like drastically higher or anything. No one has a 2 on any stat? Oh, he does. Okay. He has a high bit of health though, that's for sure. I'm okay with these. I'm okay with these. So, not sure if I really want to go with the Farmer's Hoe, but we will. We are also going to be... Should we? I don't know. I don't think we really should. Let's go with the Weaver Spindle and Herbalist Staff. The Herbalist Staff is new, so I'm not entirely sure how the healing balms and whatnot work, but hopefully we can get enough food on this desert map that we'll be going to shortly. Also, this game has been running a lot more smoothly since I last played. Obviously, the map still takes a while to generate, but I haven't had many FPS issues like I used to have. With running the game at like 2 times speed, it used to drop down a lot to 20 FPS or below. It seems to be pretty constant at around 30 to 60 now. Oh, this is new. Okay, so this actually shows the box that you will have for your map by doing this. Interesting. Is this what it's actually taken into consideration here as well? So there's a lot of wildlife. Okay, so a trapper's knife is actually not a bad thing. Let's see, can I... If I go there, I'll get some trees and plants. Wildlife is at 3 and minerals are at 2. Could go for a lot of wildlife and a lot of minerals. Maybe. Although that is just wildlife. There is no minerals in that. That is... The desert's actually pretty hard. Usually I can find a spot pretty fast in the foresty areas, but here, not so much. Let's see. Okay, we're going with this spot right here. Just making sure there's nothing here that'll affect anything. So we can go there or there. Let's go here. Let's settle there. Hopefully that'll work out for the best. What was it say? Confabulating childhood, bushing berries, experiencing higher math. Positioning plushies. There's plushies? Actually, wait. Were there plushies? I think. Well, maybe. I don't know. I actually don't 100% recall any plushies in the game. Not this one, anyway. Splitting reticulars, synthesizing fauna. Burlying hands. Okay. Here we are. So let's see, where... We got some trees around here, not a whole lot. We could start here. This actually wouldn't be too bad of a spot to start. We have a easy wall to defend. It'd be protected on 3 sides by default. Doesn't look like there's actually any natural stairs up or down. There's a few spots that could easily be turned into stairs, that's for sure, to get up there if you so desired. What is this? I don't know what those are. Cactus, maybe? Those are definitely cactus. Maybe those are small shrubs and whatnot. We got a bit of stone up here. Alrighty. What's the rest of this terrain look like? We got some water here. This is a large area we could go to at some point if we needed to massively expand. You know what? I'm liking this spot right now, and I'm not really seeing anything else around here that I'm really liking. So let's go with this area here, and we are going to put our banner down right there. Well, Eberbry? Let's go for that name. I actually like that name. It's not a bad name. Okay. So, where do we begin? Looks like they changed some of the icons. Well, the talent info icons are different, that's for sure. This has been different. Yeah, this is kind of like playing a whole new game at this point. Let's go ahead and gather all that, please, and that. We will need to clear out all of this as well. I'm not entirely sure what we will get from those, but I guess we'll find out here soon enough. So let's get a stockpile up in here. Let's make it the 20 by 20. We are going to have 2 of those for maximum storage. That's 800 spots for items, and I know there's chests in this game now as well for storing of items. We'll have to look at that at some point, but for the moment we just need to kind of get going here. Clay dining room, clay dormitory, clay house for 2, and little clay house. We'll play with some of these default ones for now. Let's see. How do I rotate again? Oh, right, it's right on the screen. Thank you, game, for telling me right on the screen. I love it. We'll put the house this here, right there. I'm not going to bother editing it. Let's go ahead and build. Okay, so the dining house has been started on, and now we need a clay dormitory would be nice. And maybe we can put this one here. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it there. That'll give us enough space here to kind of do a mine if we still want there. And let's see. Let's get a clay house for 2 in here as well, because I'm actually liking the look of these buildings. Like, I never actually seen these before. They're all new to me. Let's see. Let's go there. Yep, start building it. Okay, so they should be busy for that for quite some time. We're not going to bother with roads at the moment. We do need to get some ores and stone and clay here. So there's some gold in the wall. An Iskander agent approaches. Already started a new outpost. Hey, my friends, the desert welcomes all its children. We'll be back tomorrow to check on you, but in the meantime, your parents sent these supplies to get started. 1 prickly pear basket, 1 pumpkin basket, 1 basket of corn. Alrighty. That'll work for me quite well. Let's see. Let's mine a block chunk here, and let's see. We can actually go in here pretty far, so let's go for that for now. See where that gets us, and then we'll be able to work from there. What was the keys? Right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the speed. This green bar represents idle time. Right, okay, so yeah, if that bar gives you any indication of how well this game runs now, there it is. Before that, I don't think we ever really saw a green bar in the past. At any given time, really. There was a hotkey for the slice, right? Yeah. It's a key. Alrighty. So these guys are mining. We are going to need mine more here. So let's start with let's go with that. Pretty standard mine shaft, mining system, if you ask me. To some extent, maybe. So we'll go ahead and expand these on out. Alrighty, and we should have been given some starting equipment for changing these people's jobs that we bought. In our steadfast efforts. Okay, herbalist, where is the description? Okay, it's down on the bottom left. Got it. What is this? Potter? Maker makes useful goods from clay, upgradable to the mason. Okay. Who wants to be the crafters around here? They need a good mind if they want to work best. So we got two with a mind of 5, and one with a mind of 4. You are going to be our farmer. We are going to see how that works out. You will be our potter, and you will be our weaver. At least for the times being. Are there new animations for these guys? There's a new sound, that's for sure. Yeah, there are some new animations there. I don't recall those animations before. I kind of remember them going over to it and just suddenly becoming whatever it is that they were going to grab. Bulletins. Okay, so that's notifications. Fight, defend, crafters, build and design. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything really changed here outside of that town info icon that I see at the moment. These guys are just mining away. What is this? Mound of clay, hunk of stone. Any ores yet? Doesn't look like it. Alrighty. Let's see. Crafters. Weaver, you need you actually need your workbench. Alright. So you will need a loom, a spinning wheel, and a weaver workbench. Craft one of each up, if you would, please. And potter, what do you have for workshops here? Potter's kiln, we got the materials for that, and potter's wheel we'll need as well to get these guys going with crafting stuff, so we have stuff to trade when the time comes, anyway. These guys are actually mining pretty fast, I honestly expect them to take quite a bit longer, still. Do we have... Let's see, we started the clay dining room, the dormitory, and the house for 2. We don't have one for the little clay house anywhere. Let's see, we need the doorway to be on the side. We'll kind of tuck this guy in the back here. Go ahead and start building that. Alrighty, have the crafting stations been made? Yes, they have. We are going to go ahead and kind of place these, at least temporarily, kind of... the loom can go there just fine. Herbalist staff, the potter's kiln. Spinning wheel. Alright, let's see, weaver workbench. You can go there, and there should be one more potter related thing, right? Pottery wheel. Right, there it is. Let's go ahead and rotate that around to there. Alrighty, potter's kiln. What can you make from the potter's kiln? Clay requires a place pottery wheel. Okay, clay pile takes... Oh, that actually takes a lot of clay. A pile of clay stacked together, an excellent way to store lots of clay for later use. Okay. Small urn for compactly storing up to 8 items. For compactly storing up to 32 items. Large urns and small urns. Okay, so those are actually underneath storage. Go figure. Let's see, building parts. Red clay window. We got lattice. Okay, some door options. Clay bricks. Blue clay. Okay, so there's some options here. We are going to craft 5 clay beds, 5 the red windows, because I think the buildings require those to be used, right? And 5 clay bricks. I don't recall. Do these things need clay bricks? They do. They do. Okay. So yeah, you are going to be important in that regard for getting some clay bricks going. Actually, in that case, I'm gonna have another 10 made up because I'm pretty sure 5 is not going to be enough. I think I saw this building over here. It was going to take 6 itself. So, go figure. Alright, while they are going at all of that, they have plenty of more mining to do, plenty of more building to do. We have that farmer, right? Where are you? Can we can actually designate farming areas now, okay. Let's see, farming can happen over, let's see, over here, I guess. What's the max size? 11 by 11? Okay. What options do we have? Fast growing but pretty, bland on its own, much prettier than it is tasty, slow growing but super nutritious crop to fire some medicinal purposes. Okay. So we'll go with carrots there. Golden crop gourd there. Corn, and finally cactus flower. I don't know if one farmer is going to be enough to keep up with it all, but I think once he gets everything tilled, or she? That's a she, right? I'm gonna go with she. I was trying to base it off the name, and then the name looks female to me, but whatever. It's whatever. They are going to do the farming. Hopefully they can maintain it, but if not, we'll have to get a second farm later on. In the meantime, we got a notification about a potter leveling up, was it? Yeah. The potter can now make basic furniture and building adornments and plus 10 max health. Awesome. How you guys doing on the mining? You guys are actually working pretty fast here. Holy crap. Plus, if we ever need to expand, another reason I like this mod, if we ever need to expand this way, we can just cut through the mountain and put a door here and here to prevent enemy mob raids into this place. Daily update. Don't have enough food, but we do have the morale and nowhere near the net worth. Okay. So we don't have the requirements for another citizen, but the day has cut into number 2. So I think we are going to call it here. It's been about half an hour episode-ish, actually. Actually, maybe not, but realize we are cutting here anyway. I'm very much glad to be back to this game. I'm very interested to see all that's new, outside of playing Rhea's Children in the desert. I'm really curious to know how the combat gets played out, what some of the new features are, and maybe not have as many issues I've had in the past either. Also, these maps have been made forward compatible for the most part. There might be a few issues here or there, I'm sure, in development, you know, but I think they've worked it out so everything from here on out should be compatible, so we should be able to continue with this world indefinitely, hopefully. But that'll be it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, as always, take it easy.